You've been standing in that dressing room for 20 minutes. You've tried on 3 pairs already. One sits too low, one gaps at the waist, and the last one, girl, we don't even need to talk about it. You walk out empty-handed again, and it's not the first time. It's been happening for years now, and somewhere along the way, you started telling yourself that maybe jeans just aren't for you anymore. Maybe that chapter is closed. Maybe it's time to just stick to trousers and skirts and leave denim behind. But what if the problem was never your body? What if it was always just the wrong pair of jeans? Welcome back to Timeless Melanin, the space where we celebrate you, the woman who has earned every curve, every laugh line, every gray hair on her head, and wears it all like the crown it is. I'm so glad you're here today because we are about to have a conversation that I know so many of you have been waiting for. Today, we're talking jeans. Not in a generic one-size-fits-all kind of way, but specifically for us, Black women in our 50s and beyond, with our particular shapes, our beautiful proportions, our changing bodies, and our very real frustration with an industry that has historically not designed with us in mind. I want you to know something before we dive in. If you have been struggling to find jeans that fit, that flatter, that feel good, that is not a personal failure. It is a design failure. And today we are going to fix it together. We're covering the 5 best jean styles for Black women over 50, why each one works for our bodies specifically, how to style each one, what to look for when you're shopping, and what to avoid. By the time this video is over, you will walk into any store or open any shopping app with total confidence. So stay with me to the very end, because the last pick might just change the way you think about denim forever. Number 1, the high-waisted straight-leg jean. Let's start with the one that does the most heavy lifting with the least amount of effort, because at this stage of life, we want results without the struggle. The high-waisted straight-leg jean is, without question, one of the most universally flattering cuts for women over 50. And I want to explain exactly why, because understanding the why will help you shop smarter.
After 40, and especially after 50, most women experience a shift in where their body carries weight. Estrogen levels drop, metabolism slows, and fat distribution changes, often moving toward the midsection. This is not a flaw. This is biology. This is your body doing exactly what it is designed to do after decades of work. But it does mean that the low-rise, hip-hugging jeans that may have worked beautifully in your 30s are now working against you rather than for you. A high-waisted jean solves this immediately. The waistband sits at or just above your natural waist, the narrowest part of your torso, which creates instant definition. It smooths and supports the lower abdomen instead of cutting across it. It lifts the seat, and it makes your legs look longer because it raises the visual starting point of your silhouette. Now, pair that with a straight leg, meaning the fabric falls in a clean, even line from hip to hem without tapering or flaring, and you have a silhouette that is balanced, proportional, and incredibly clean. Not too fitted, not too relaxed. Just right. When you're shopping for this style, here's what to look for. A rise of at least 10 to 11 inches. That's what puts the waistband at the right height. A fabric blend that includes at least 2% elastane or spandex, so the waist has give throughout the day. And a mid to dark wash, which photographs beautifully and transitions from casual to smart without any effort. How to style it, you ask? A flowy blouse tucked loosely at the front, an oversized blazer with the sleeves pushed up, a fitted ribbed turtleneck in a neutral tone, or even a classic white button-down with the tails tied at the waist. All of these work beautifully with a high-waisted straight leg. Add a low heel or a clean white sneaker, and you are effortlessly put together. One more thing on this style. If you've ever had the experience of a waistband that feels fine in the morning and unbearable by afternoon, that is a stretch problem. Always try jeans on after a meal if you can, or at least later in the day when your body is at its most relaxed. If it's comfortable then, it will be comfortable all day. Number 2, the boot cut. Now, I know some of you have heard that the boot cut is over, that it belongs in a time capsule alongside flip phones and butterfly clips, and I am here to firmly, lovingly tell you that is simply not true. For Black women with fuller hips and thighs, and many of us are beautifully built that way, the boot cut is not a trend, it is a solution. Here's the geometry of it. When you have fuller hips and thighs, straight or slim leg jeans can create a visual imbalance where the body appears wider at the top and narrow at the bottom. This can make the overall silhouette feel heavy rather than shapely. The boot cut corrects this by adding a slight flare from the knee down, which balances the width of the hips and creates that classic hourglass proportion that is genuinely timeless. This is why the boot cut never truly goes away. It keeps coming back because it works. It works on real bodies, specifically bodies like ours. When shopping for boot cuts, look for a mid to high rise, at least a 9-inch rise, so you're getting waist definition along with that balancing flare. The flare itself should begin at or just below the knee, not at the thigh, and it should be subtle enough to look elegant rather than dramatic. You want the hem to just graze the top of your shoe, which is why this style pairs so perfectly with a modest heel or even a heeled boot. Dark wash is your best friend here. A deep indigo or true black bootcut jean is one of the most versatile pieces you can own. Dress it up with a silk blouse and gold jewelry for dinner. Dress it down with a fitted graphic tee and trainers for the weekend. This jean does both without hesitation. If you've been sleeping on the bootcut, I want you to give it one more chance. Try it in a dark wash with a mid-rise or higher and a little stretch in the fabric. I genuinely think you'll be surprised.
Let's have an honest conversation for a moment, because this is a safe space and I believe in keeping it real with you. Some days, comfort is not a luxury. It is a necessity. Some days your body needs room to breathe, room to move, room to simply exist without being held in by a waistband that reminds you it's there every time you sit down or take a deep breath. And here's something that doesn't get talked about enough. Many women over 50 experience bloating, water retention, and abdominal sensitivity that fluctuates throughout the month, even after menopause. Digestive changes, hormonal shifts, inflammation, all of these things are real. They are common, and they deserve to be acknowledged. Not just medically, but in the way we dress ourselves. The relaxed fit jean is the answer for those days. And for many women, it becomes their everyday favorite. Because once you feel that kind of ease without sacrificing style, it's hard to go back. Now, relaxed does not mean shapeless. There is a very important distinction here. A well-cut relaxed fit jean has a slightly looser leg than a straight cut, but still has structure. It doesn't sag or droop. It doesn't look like you borrowed someone else's jeans. When tapered slightly at the ankle, a relaxed fit actually creates a very modern, intentional silhouette that is very much in style right now. Look for a relaxed fit with a soft but structured waistband, ideally one with a little elastic at the back for extra give. A mid-rise works well here, since the relaxed leg already adds some visual ease to the lower half. And choose a medium wash, or even a lighter wash if you want to go a little more casual, since the relaxed fit carries lighter shades beautifully. To style it, balance is everything. Because the leg has more volume, you want your top half to be more fitted. A slim-fitting top, a bodysuit, a tucked-in blouse. Let the jean carry the ease and let your top half give the shape. Finish with a clean sneaker, a loafer, or even a mule, and you have an outfit that looks completely deliberate and completely comfortable. Before we continue, I just want to take a moment and say, if you are new here, welcome. And if you've been here a while, thank you. Truly. This channel exists because of you, for you. If you haven't subscribed yet, please do it right now. Hit that subscribe button and the bell notification so you never miss a video. We are here every week talking about style, beauty, confidence, and everything that matters to us as Black women living fully and fabulously at every age.
Number 4, the dark wash skinny. I know what some of you are thinking. She said, skinnies? My skinny days are behind me. And I hear you, I really do. But before you skip ahead, I need you to stay with me for just a moment because I think this one might genuinely surprise you. The skinny jean has had a complicated relationship with women over 50, and a lot of that is because of how it's been marketed and styled. The images we typically see are skinnies on straight, narrow bodies, worn low on the hip, tight from waist to ankle with no give whatsoever. That version, yes, we can leave that in the past. But a high-rise, dark wash skinny with a good stretch blend, that is an entirely different garment. Here's what a well-fitted skinny actually does. It streamlines, it elongates, it creates a clean, unbroken line from waist to ankle that makes the legs look longer and leaner. Worn with a high rise, it defines the waist and lifts the seat. Number 5, the wide leg. And here we are, the one I promised you. I saved this for last deliberately because I wanted you to arrive here with an open mind. And I think after everything we've talked about, you're ready. The wide leg jean is having a moment right now, yes. Now, let's keep going.
Here's why the wide leg works so well for us. It does not cling. It does not squeeze. It does not demand that your body conform to the jean. Instead, it drapes. It flows. It moves with you. And when you wear it at the natural waist, which you absolutely should, it creates a long, unbroken, elegant line from hip to floor that is genuinely stunning. There is something almost regal about a well-fitted wide leg jean, something confident and unhurried. And that energy, that sense of a woman who knows exactly who she is and takes up space accordingly, that is the energy of Timeless Melanin. That is you. Now, proportion is everything with wide legs, and I want to make sure you get this right. The wide leg is the statement, so your top needs to be the supporting act. Fitted, tucked, or close to the body on top. A bodysuit is ideal because it stays perfectly in place and gives you a smooth, seamless look under the waistband. A slim, ribbed knit works beautifully. A fitted button-down tucked fully in. Even a cropped blazer over a simple cami. What you want to avoid is volume on both top and bottom at the same time. That creates a shapeless, heavy look that doesn't serve your silhouette. Pick one area to have volume, and in this case, you're letting the jean have it. For shoes, you have 2 beautiful options. A heel, even a modest block heel or kitten heel, lengthens the leg and keeps the wide hem from overwhelming your frame. Or if you prefer flats, a pointed toe flat or a sleek mule achieves a similar effect. What you want to avoid with wide legs is a chunky trainer or flat boot that cuts the leg and shortens the silhouette. Wash-wise, a mid to dark indigo is the most versatile. But wide legs in a lighter wash or even a white denim are absolutely stunning in warmer months. Don't be afraid to experiment. That's where the fun is. Bonus: what to always avoid regardless of style. Before I wrap up, I want to give you a few universal rules that apply no matter which of these 5 styles you're shopping for, because even the right style in the wrong details can let you down. First, avoid very low rises. A rise below 8 inches sits on the hip rather than the waist and does nothing for the midsection. It also has a tendency to gap at the back when you sit down, which is both uncomfortable and unflattering. Always go mid-rise at the very minimum and high-rise whenever possible. Second, avoid stiff, non-stretch denim for everyday wear. There is a time and place for rigid denim, but unless you're going for a very specific look, a fabric with some elastane will serve you far better. It moves with your body, it holds its shape through the day, and it is simply more comfortable to wear for extended periods. Third, avoid faded or distressed styles around the thigh and seat area. Distressing in those areas adds visual weight and draws the eye exactly where most of us would prefer it not to linger. If you love distressed denim, keep the detailing at the knee or lower. Fourth, And this is important. Avoid shopping for jeans based on the size on the label. Sizing is wildly inconsistent across brands, and a number means absolutely nothing about how something will look or feel on your body. Try things on, every time, in different sizes, and choose based purely on how it fits, not what it says. Here's what I need you to take away from everything we've talked about today. Your body at 50, at 55, at 60 and beyond is not a problem that needs to be managed. It is a shape that deserves to be dressed beautifully, intentionally, and with full celebration of everything it represents. You have lived in this body. You have raised children, built careers, loved people, survived things, and kept going in this body. It deserves jeans that fit. It deserves fabric that moves with it. It deserves a woman behind the mirror who looks back and thinks, yes, that's it. Try one of these 5 styles. Just one to start. Go in knowing your rise, knowing your stretch percentage, knowing that the label size means nothing. And I promise you, that dressing room experience is going to feel completely different. You are going to walk out with something that makes you feel like exactly who you are, which is a woman in her full power, full beauty, and full prime. If this video helped you today, please share it with a girlfriend, a sister, a colleague, any woman in your life who has ever walked out of a dressing room empty-handed and feeling defeated. This video is for her too. And if you haven't subscribed to Timeless Melanin yet, right now is the moment. Hit subscribe, hit the bell, and come be part of this community. We are here every single week, celebrating Black women, our style, our beauty, our wisdom, and our absolute refusal to be anything less than magnificent at every age. I'll see you in the next one. Take care of yourself. You deserve it.